in various different abilities.
So you're basically, just to loot up, to fuse up, you just need to find a duplicate of your weapon or hack, and that's all.
Yeah. So you'll see though on the left, when you see the other players' names, you can see that Mr. Gomi has 2 yellow weapons and a yellow hack. So he has 2 fully fused weapons and 1 fully fused hack.
And how does healing work in this game?
So healing will either work by I took damage and then I retreated and your health bar will come back up, or if a player has a heal hack, which he actually does at present time, so you see that in the bottom it says heal, he can throw that on the ground and then there'll be an AoE of heal, so both you and your teammates can come into it and it will heal you.
And enemies cannot heal up in that same AoE?
They can't heal up in your AoE, but they could also use the heal hack themselves if they wish.
Cool.
So you see them now, they're starting to hunt again. I guess I've heard some other players because you can see them starting to move around and there's a sense that they're not alone at this point. And there's a ping for an enemy, so yeah, the combat started again. So this guy finds himself in the middle of a bunch of the 3 players, so he's not in the best spot just now. And yeah, that's the end of it. So he managed to fusion one of his hacks then again. So here you'll see the decay started. The player found himself out in the decay as it was starting. He had no cover left, so you find yourself out in the open, and they eliminated him with a Ripper at that point. And another one down for elimination. He seems to be on a roll at this point.
And now he's fully fused his sniper rifle, the Protocol V.
Still quick check, just make sure there's no one else coming in. You don't want to have someone behind you at the last minute.
5 squads.
So there's still 5 teams left. And then we'll swap back to Mr. Gomi, who's still rolling with the Skybreaker at this point.
It's worked out well for him.
Yeah. The case starting to happen in this region too, so we're starting to move forward a little bit. They have a nice variety of weapons between them. You know, there's someone's got a salvo, there's a Skybreaker, there's a Ripper. They really split in terms of hacks and weapons, so they have a nice diverse selection in terms of game style. So you see him go up high now, he's probably going to use the Skybreaker. And he has, and that's the end for Takeshi Kazuya.
Takeshi Casualing, so now you mentioned that username. You'll notice if you've been watching the feed, the usernames all seem pretty similar in this match. What's the story with that? So
this is the feature we call streamer protection. So it allows you to anonymize who's in the game. So this is basically what you can see now. This poor player has managed to find themselves in the corner and tried to hide. Unfortunately, they've been chased in there by someone with a fully fused salvo. So that was kind of the end for them.
Dangerous.
So they've swapped now and they've gone to the Mammoth instead. So they've swapped out to the shotgun. So it's quick to change your playstyle. You can easily find another weapon you like and you can adjust based on map size, how many players or weapon, continuously adjust.
And that countdown that just finished was a health kit event. What does that mean? What are these events?
So basically in the top right now, you'll see the cross and it's kind of ticking down. So this has said that this is the time left for the health kit event. Basically, every match, there will be cards played which change what happens in the match. So this was the health kit event. There's things like low gravity 2, which projects you up in the air and you can jump over.
And are these just random, or are players triggering these events somehow?
So there's 2 different ways this happens. So there's a Game Master, Grace, who plays them in this case. Or if there's a streamer in the game, the streamer's viewers will get the chance to vote for which one they want to see. So it'll pop up, there'll be 3 different options, and then whichever gets the highest number of votes will be the one that's played in the game. So viewers are directly impacting the streamers.
And that's through the Crowncast extension?
Through the Crowncast Twitch extension,
Cool.
There's only 3 squads left. A sector has contenders.
So here you see that you got caught in the decay then and fell through the building, so trying to move back in. There's only 3 teams left now, so we're starting to get towards a smaller map size, so it's going to become chaotic shortly. And they're just on the edge of this landmark. Of Red Tiger, so they're heading up. Here you'll see at the top it says crown appears in 10 seconds. So basically we have a crown that spawns in the wall. If a player grabs the crown and manages to hold onto it for 45 seconds, they will win that game through what we call crown victory. The only downside to that is once you've picked up the crown, everyone can see where you are and everyone's going to chase you.
So yeah, he's got the crown. The countdown is on. As soon as if he were to get eliminated, it would drop, and that countdown would go away. Right?
Yes, and then whoever picks it up next, that person, the countdown will start again for them.
And that's only one of the two ways you can win a match of Hyperscape, right?
Yeah, you can win via the crown if you want to take it and maneuver. This is why you'll see the really high up to own the higher space, or you can eliminate all the other teams.
You could sneak around and grab that crown and
15
survive.
seconds left to stop the crown round.
If you use your hacks well and you use your movement and hide a lot, then yeah, you could possibly grab the crown, get to the end, and then win via a crown victory.
Wow. There it is. A screen I'll never see. All right, well, that was just one match of the frenetic, fast-paced game, Hyperscape, that we are both very lucky to work on. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching Ubi Forward in this post-show. As we mentioned before, the game's available right now in open beta on PC. Just go to Uplay to download it. And we're also thrilled to be taking part in the Twitch Rivals event with the information appearing magically on the screen below us. So, Graham, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Eric. Have a good day.
And we'll see you in the Hyperscape.